Lunchtime.
Welcome back to our channel. I'm Debbie and this is my mom Linda. We share our retired lifestyle living in Bali. We are so grateful to be able to explore the Balinese culture, spirituality, and affordable lifestyle. And yes, you'll notice that we're wearing the same clothes from the last video, and that's because this is actually part 2 of my conversation with my mom. And this time, we actually dive into our cost of living. Okay, so let's talk about cost of living moving forward, okay? Every week, Mom and I source our fresh produce from a local farm located in North Bali called Kebu Mimba, also known as the Salad Man. They're organic and they grow everything from leafy greens to exotic fruits. I started doing this back in 2020 during the pandemic, and it was word of mouth where I heard of them, and from another expat. And they have a B2B, so business to business business, and they have a business to consumer business as well. So they will sell directly to the consumer. So it's really easy. I place my order on Sundays through the WhatsApp group, and then I get it delivered by Tuesday, making it a convenient part of our weekly routine. On average, we spend about $16 to $18 a week for our vegetables for the week. It's crazy. We're actually going to tour a local farm, I want to say in the next month, when it stops raining, because it's rainy season right now. So we're going to see when
monsoons.
It's not monsooning. Anyway. And here are some of the meals that we cook with those vegetables. One of the few things that are not cheap in Bali is vitamin supplements. So I have to find real foods that supplement the supplements. So I do this heavy vitamin salad in like vitamin B, C, E, K, and omega-3, which is obviously lettuce, red pepper that I cook in the air fryer, anchovies, tomatoes, and toasted pumpkin seeds. So good.
In another video, I said that my cost of living was about $1,200 a month, give or take. And in actuality, it's more like $1,400, give or take, because I didn't factor in some of the outside things that I have that are not Bali related, like my subscription to a newspaper, my subscription to the YouTube that I get without commercials. You have to pay extra for that.
Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to read these lists. Mom and I both reviewed our own monthly budgets of what we spent in the last 6 months. Keep in mind that Mom's rent was paid up front on a yearly basis, and I had to give 10 years up front. We calculated it to be about $1,380, something like that. I've got additional things that I pay because I have household, like I have a saltwater system in my house, so I have to pay for maintenance for that. I have a pool, so I have to pay for maintenance for that. I have animals. She has 1 animal. I have 4 animals. So that can get pretty pricey. So her electricity costs $35 a month. My electricity costs $70 a month because I have a pool and a pump and extra mechanical things here that her house doesn't have. My cost of living ends up being around $1,600 a month with everything.
She has the washer dryer.
I have a washer and dryer, and she uses
that I use.
Yeah.
But
I use your air fryer. I know. Anyway.
My air fryer, and she uses it 4 times a week.
Well, Mom, thanks. Thanks for letting me use your air fryer.
And well, the problem is she has to keep it here because I don't really have the space where I live.
And things need to be kept inside cabinets here, otherwise it will rust. So You just need to make sure that when you have to protect your appliances here, because of the tropical weather, rust happens.
Yes, because I've already replaced the toaster. And but then I went to Ace and bought a huge plastic thing because I bought a toaster oven that I now keeping plastic.
And keeping a plastic tub.
So I have prescriptions through my health insurance company
In America.
that I order every 3 months. And when I go back to America, I just pick that up. And actually, I have not run out of anything yet, except some of the I call it itch creams, being bitten by a mosquito, and then I get the itches. So I can duplicate that here because on the prescriptions, it gives the actual chemical name, and the pharmacies here have the same thing. So that helps. When I do run out of pills, like for example, my Lipitor, I can buy the generic, which is actually what I have in America as well. I can buy the generic here too.
Do you remember how much it is?
Well, for me, it's like $5 in America, but here it's more like 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's double the price.
Okay. We didn't do this the last time, but let's cover healthcare real quick.
Okay, so for healthcare, for example, I got I'd never had COVID, even though I had all the shots. And then this year, I got COVID really bad in my lungs. Well, I guess that's where COVID is. And anyway, I had to go see a lung doctor. And that doctor, I saw him 3 times. And the cost of that was around $130, something.
And that was for 3 visits.
Correct.
So 130 total.
Right.
Okay.
Including the mask and the oxygen and all that other stuff that I had to have, and the prescriptions that he prescribed. Can you just briefly talk about your experience? Oh yeah, I've been to 2 different hospitals, but they're fine. I mean, my gosh, there's nothing. It's not frightening at all, and it's just like a little business. It's just like if I don't want to cheapen it, but it's like a film with Santa and the elves. You know, everybody's got their own specific job, and they're
worker bees.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no. It's smooth. It's very smooth. I went to the dentist last week and for teeth cleaning, and she did some work and x-rays. It came to $117.
Now, what work did she do, just out of curiosity?
Oh, well, I have implants, and so she was able to look to see the integrity of them. And there are cheaper ones. I don't want to interrupt you, but there are cheaper ones. My neighbor was telling me, oh my God, you paid that much. You should only pay blah, blah, blah over at this place. And I thought, you know what?
We comfortable with?
I like where I am.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's another market that I go to. It's not really, it's like a health food store. It's sort of like a Whole Foods, but without the vegetables and the fruits. And it's called Soil Food Temple, and that they sell organic flowers and nuts and dried fruits and incense and teas, bulk teas and soaps, things that I have to have as their coconut water with electrolytes, because when being out in the sun for at least an hour and a half, whew, so to get that really quick jolt of life again, take a swig or 2 of the electrolyte of coconut water. That helps.
Yeah. They also have something called jamu. It's a juice. There's turmeric, which has a lot of healing benefits. Tamarind, black pepper, And there's one called California Jamu. And the reason why they call it California is turmeric, but it also has orange juice in it.
We also love that they recycle their empty bottles.
So to sum things up, my spending habits have decreased. My anxiety for spending has decreased. I am now beginning to live within my means, and it is not that easy for me, and I'm learning. I'm a consumer. I admit it. I was raised as a consumer. I love to consume. And it's the consumption that overtook my savings and my inheritance and my 401ks. It's the consumption. Thank goodness I couldn't touch Social Security, or that would have been gone too. And in the meantime, I'm learning to live within my means. And again, it isn't easy. And I'm here to let you know the truth. It really takes some thinking.
You can't turn the tide. Let the water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide. You can bury yourself beneath the stones. Somebody told me don't pretend, 'cause everyone could use a friend sometimes. Take some good advice. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody is waiting down the line. You pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright.
Yeah.
I can feel the sun and how the wind makes way across the fields. Let me take a breath. Let me be a part of something real. Someone said it's better when you hold on to a helping hand. Sometimes we could all use a friend. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to